Hello there, I'm Damien, host of the Far Off Show. Thank you for tuning into the Far Off Show tonight, where we're going to talk about Solo, a Star Wars story, and I'm going to rank all the movies of the Star Wars saga, except that Clone Wars one. Sorry, Clone Wars. So, let's start off with Solo, a Star Wars story. I thought it was good, but it definitely, no, it wasn't great. I wouldn't recommend seeing it unless you're a huge Star Wars fan. The one great thing about it was Lando. So to be honest, I'm going to give it an FA or an F. Depends on the day you ask me. Today I'm giving it an FA because Lando, Donald Glover, amazing as Lando. The rest of the movie, though, is pretty flat. Like, once Lando left the movie for a bit, I was just like, well, I don't care anymore. Then he came back and I'm like, yeah, Lando's back. Don't really recommend seeing it, so it's personal preference. If you want to see it, if you're a huge Star Wars fan, you can see it. If not, just keep the story in your head of how you think all these characters met. It's probably better. So let's start off by ranking them. So in last place, I have Attack of the Clones, which I give an F. Nothing against Attack of the Clones. It's just the weakest movie, hands down. Then a close second worst movie is Phantom Menace with FA. Phantom Menace did have some better parts of it. The pod racing scenes were amazing. Darth Maul was amazing. Darth Maul's in another movie too. So then Solo, a Star Wars story is the third worst. FA. It could be better. It could be a lot worse. It definitely could have been a lot better. That's really for sure. Then The Last Jedi. I know what you're thinking. I'm getting on the bandwagon with everybody else. I just, after rewatching it again, because the original review, I was excited. After watching it again, though, at home, it just didn't live up as well as it could have. I feel like the main reason I really like that movie is because I saw it in IMAX. So, I give it an FA. Then, Return of the Jedi. I know what you're thinking. Damn, you knew Return of the Jedi really low. Well, this is my list. You have your own list. Please tell me in the comments below what are your favorite Star Wars movies. So Return of the Jedi, it's them destroying Death Star 2. It was the end of the saga, and then it wasn't, because Disney. That's not a knock against Disney. I do like the Disney movies. Well, 2 of them. So that's an FAR. A New Hope. The reason we're all here today talking about Star Wars is A New Hope, let's be honest. It's better, definitely better than Return of the Jedi, but at the same time, it could be improved in certain ways, and I'm not talking special editions, because despecialized editions are where it's at. So, FAR. Then, Rogue One, a Star Wars story. I love the idea that they took literally the crawl from Episode 4 and made it into its own movie. I loved that movie so much. There are some pacing issues here and there, mainly at the beginning. But I love that movie, so FAR. I love the shot, to be honest, of them sitting there on the beach as the Death Star blast hits the planet. Then, going to the next one, Star Wars The Force Awakens, I give an FARR. So, why do I like this one, even though it's pretty much A New Hope? Well, I like it because I never got to see A New Hope in the theaters, so to me it's like I finally get to see A New Hope in theaters, which is a cool experience to me. And then again, I like the cast. The cast is all great. Some of the character development is kind of hit or miss. But, it's all personal preference. I really like Kylo Ren, actually. I know not many people love Kylo Ren, but I think he's a pretty good character. He's definitely flawed, which is perfect in a villain. Then, my second favorite Star Wars movie of all time. So, really, I know what you're thinking. Damien, your top 2 is a bit different than most people's. And well, that's because I'm a different guy than most people. Personally, my favorite prequel is Revenge of the Sith. Nostalgic reasons, mainly, because this was the first one I've seen in theaters of any of the Star Wars movies. I love it so much. There are some problems here and there, I will admit that right away. But this is my list, so personally, I love this movie. It is my favorite prequel, once again. I love the fight between Anakin and Obi-Wan, though I do think it's a tad long. Just a tad long. And really, it's just the seeing Darth Vader again, seeing Darth Vader become Darth Vader is pretty sweet. Seeing the Death Star almost finished being built, or not even almost, being pretty much midway the framing work being built is cool. It's all leading up to A New Hope in the best way possible. This is where all these actors are at their best, I'd say. Anyone who returned from other movies, they're at their best. Especially Ian McDiarmid. Damn, he nails the Emperor. So, really, Farr. Love that movie. And then, I know what you're thinking. You have Empire Strikes Back as number 1. And yes, I do, because it's one of the best films in cinema history at this point. It's one of the best sequels ever, too. I'd say it's up there with The Dark Knight. I haven't seen Godfather Part 2, but I assume it'd be on that same level. And the twist, obviously, is one of the best things. I'm not going to spoil the twist, because if you have not seen it, you should be seeing this movie. It's just a masterpiece. So, what are your favorite Star Wars movies? Tell me in the comments below, where I'd love to have a chat with you about your favorite Star Wars movies. And as always, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And have a far off night.